Hi guys. Okay. Okay, let's finish this game. Okay, I think this will be the end for the game. Go to the end Sakura in your notebook. This one, to ending. And okay, let's finish this game. I set up from the metal frame bit. The memories in my mind fully clarified, freed of the mist that had shrouded them. Tears rolled down on my face. As I shook my head, I turned my trembling body towards the stand next to the metal frame bed where the notebook was resting. Oh, hello. Testing. 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 Well, hello. Hello. Wait, I am testing my mic. Okay. The tears rolled down my face as I shook my head. I turned my trembling body towards the stand next to the metal frame bed where the notebook was resting. Anne was already dead. I've been traveling the world for the last 4 years for the sake of reviving her, merely in the hopes of finding any sort of anomaly that had anything to do with reviving the dead. But this attempt had also been a failure. The end here wasn't my beloved. Oh, the end here wasn't my beloved. I hugged the notebook to my bosom, my tears falling on its cover with splashing sounds, making it seem as though the notebook itself were crying as well. So, Sakura is not here anymore. It says, Sakura dead forever. Even though I remain the beloved child of the mother of humanity, Anne has still achieved two of her goals. Not only was she always protecting me, but she had also kept me eternal company. But I still wish I could embrace you. I crossed my arms and gripped my shoulders tightly and lowered my head, curling in on myself, the notebook tucked into my chest, bending slightly. The sounds of my weeping echoed in the empty morgue. I struggled to calm myself, wanting to leave before the rest of them came to find me. Okay, let's just play. Sniffling, I rose from the bed and unfolded the folded uniform next to me. Not only was there no blood on it, but even the hole the knife had left in it was restored. I saw my phone off to the side and reached out to turn it on. The photo nearly made me start crying again, and I quickly tapped past and entered the address book to send text to Aunt. So be it then. I put on my uniform, left the morgue, and headed back to the resort that Miss Sakura and I had once checked into. Oh, so that Miss Sakura is not her anymore. She doesn't remember anything. Anne looked like she didn't quite know how to react to me, probably because I hadn't immediately pounced on her the way I always did before. Ren, what's wrong? As soon as she spoke, my longing for Miss Clara doubled itself again, and I had to raise my hands and cover my mouth to keep myself from crying out loud. Recovering my memories had stripped the last vestiges of my ability to suppress my longing for Anne from me. I bit my lower lip to control my feelings, and, on the other hand, clenched her hands tightly together, resting them on her thighs, as she pointed the tips of her toes together, all of which were completely different habits from the ones held by the true Anne. I want to say some things to you. Maybe you won't understand, but I hope you listen to me. Anne nodded, staring at me attentively, under expression that the real her would never have shown. I furrowed my brows slightly to keep the tears from flowing out and began to speak. After you killed me, I managed to regain most of my memories. The real Anne is already dead. Anne seemed rather calm After she heard me say that, she didn't ask me what exactly she meant by that, or who the person sitting in front of me was in that case. She always liked to mess with me, toying with me, or jerking me around. And she was a little selfish too, for the sake of doing what she wanted. She could disregard the wishes of pretty much everybody who wasn't me, and I often couldn't figure out what she was thinking. Okay, I need to increase my mic volume. Okay, she always liked to mess all this one at it, but she truly loved me and I bit my lip again, but it was of no use. The tears had already spilled. You're good to me as well, more gentle and kind, and also ready to make some sacrifices for my sake, like her, and then, and you're still alive. Perhaps you are the perfect Sakura who existed only in my heart. But the end I loved became one with the notebook for the sake of protecting me, and though I could hear her speaking to me at first, in that state of unbearable suffering immediately after her suicide, I couldn't bear something like that. So I ate a massive amount of paper from the notebook as though doing something like that would have Anne come out from the notebook. At the least, it helped stabilize me psychologically, and the result was that the Anne from the notebook slowly began to lose herself, becoming a consciousness that retained only her memories and which existed fully for the sake of protecting Ren and Bouquet. But that's all secondary, no matter what the cost. As long as Anne isn't by my side, I have to keep looking for her. Even if she is already gone, I did my best to express a determined attitude, speaking the pre-planned lines like I actually found any sort of resolve, but it couldn't stop the tears. I always been a weak and fragile person, and right there in front of me there was a blood and flesh Anne. She had warmth and could embrace me, could stroke my hair and kiss me. So why did I? How could I? I want to stay here so much. I sank to the floor, raising a hand and gripping tightly to Anne's breast. I miss you so much. I want to be with you. I've suffered so much just to make it. As long as I have, you are the closest I've seen in the world last 4 years. The person who seems most like Anne. You won't suddenly collapse into a puddle of fleshy slush or where Anne's face only to speak with a nauseating voice. You can speak and you're capable of loving me. I want to stay here and be with you, Anne, but I can't. But please, I'm begging you, let me give up on you. Let me live and keep searching for a way to revive Anne. Even if you have to turn into a monster right now or something, I'm begging you, Miss Sakura, I can't keep staying here. I felt her bend over and embrace me. She embraced me so tightly, just like that final time that Anne embraced me as well. I'm sure that Anne was very happy to have received such love from you. If it were possible, I wish I could become the Anne that you carry in your heart for you. But I can't do something like that because I have my own life as well. I do not want to become a replacement product or turn into a paltry imitation of anybody else. Anne spoke with a bit of heat in her voice as well. I gently pushed her away and we looked at each other in the eyes. The first time I saw you, I felt like I could leave you to your own devices because you needed someone to take care of you so desperately, and you had such strong feelings for me that I felt like I wanted to respond to you somehow. But I never expected that you actually didn't need anyone else to care for you. What you needed was Aunt Sakura, but that's not me. And I can't deceive you by disguising myself as Aunt for your sake. I'm sorry, Ran. I'm sorry, Ran. I can't fall in love with you. And wiped my tears away, and I did the same as well, wiping away the tears on her face with a finger. It was almost inconceivable how much a simple motion was able to calm me down entirely, leaving only the single tear that was sliding down Anne's finger to the back of her hand. Thank you. This is the best answer you could have given me. From my perspective, it's enough to let me set down everything here. I hope it won't leave any burdens on you either. What will you do after this run? I stood up and unfollowed as well, only then did some indecision surface in her eyes. I'm going to leave this place. It's possible that my departure may cause some changes in the fundamental nature of this place, but this place was clearly a realm that existed only for my sake. If I were to cease to exist here, the onlookers here would also be transformed in some way as well, perhaps, but it wouldn't have any impact on the outside world at all. So no matter what, the things that happen here would be meaningless. The suffering that Koizumi Sensei and Asakura went through won't have changed because of anything I did for them here. So what happens after that is also meaningless. I don't know what exactly you mean by living here, but no matter where you're going, you won't forget what happened here, right? The things that you said and did for Nata out of school, the way you helped Makoto change even if you didn't think it means anything to them, what about for yourself? Me? It was true that I never attempted to make up for Koizumi Sensei and that I never even had an opportunity to get to know Asakura, but my deeds here had given me the opportunity to explore all kinds of alternative possibilities and let me understand them far more. Just like how, even though I could only watch the recalls, I was indeed experiencing them as well. And is the meaning that the power of recall brings me. Maybe you're right, maybe this event too has some meaning to me, but I will need time to prove that. Perhaps I will be able to see the impact of these experiences on me in time once I depart from this place. Even if she wasn't the real Anne, she was still easily be able to resolve my confusion and give inspiration to me. It only made my longing for Anne, which had never once receded, redouble in strength. Goodbye, Ran. I hope you can find the real Anne Sakura. Thank you, and I'm really, really happy that I could meet you in this place. I stood at the edge of the swimming pool looking at the water. There wasn't a single ripple on it at the moment. It was as flat as the surface of a mirror. What is it, Ibuki? Asking to meet privately with Sakura, then asking to meet privately with me. Do you have something major planned or what? You don't know. I wanted to make some light conversation or maybe crack some jokes to help break the ice, but then I thought there was a point. If my reasoning is right, then no matter what kind of ridiculous ideas I propose to her, Hirono will always believe me and support me. Hirono, I've recovered the vast majority of my memories. I've understand why I've come here, as well as what's happened to Anne. When Anne killed herself from me, okay, when Anne killed herself from me, we were in our third year in high school. I spent the 4 years after that trying to find a way to revive her. Oh, that time, okay, and during that, during the period of time between my first meeting with Anne and us that I came to contact with everyone in the school in one way or another, other than you. So I am pretty sure that right now I'm 22, and I met you were only after Anne died, which is why there's no trace of you in the memories I've recorded thus far. Oh, so right, Buki met which one? Saitama, the name? Saitama after Anne died. Oh, so which is why there's no trace of you in the memories I've recorded so far. So that's why right, Buki doesn't have memories of her, of this one, or what's the name? The one that she talking to. Not Saitama, Sayuruno, my bad. That was the wrong translation in the past. Sayuruno, Yoruno Sai. More importantly, in the 4 years journey, I'm pleased where you kept me company and we must have spent these 4 years together. As she listened to me speak, fidgeted with her bracelet. Maybe that was how she showed her nervousness. Ibuki, I'll be honest, I don't have a damn clue what the hell you're talking about. All the stuff about being 22 years old or Sakura already being dead, but it doesn't matter. Bruno smiled at me. Her expression put me at ease. It's a bit embarrassing to say it like this, but I don't care what your plans are. Just tell me what I can help you with, and I help you. Like, how do I put it? I feel like if it's for you, then anything is okay. It's weird since we're clearly only just met uh, not too long ago, but it's the same with me. The first person I saw in the whole school was you, and you're probably the one I trust the most too. Whenever I found myself unsure, you always tried your best to find a way to help me. I turned the pointed at the pool and continued. Maybe you don't even like swimming all that much, and you'll be spending all your time here to indicate something to me. Now you're just trying to hide. I really do like swimming. Yeah, I guess I could see that if it's you were talking about. Chrono walked to my side without speaking. I've had a blast during my time here, all this considered, but it's probably about time that I take my leave. I got to meet the adorable Indo and witness how she discovered the passion to write. I got to meet Miho and Aya in their yacht, and even helped them with a relationship issue as a small way to repay them for all the effort they put into raising me, I suppose. I got to meet living Asakura and even though it was only the start, but I was able to touch her heart and understanding how even someone as deep in nihilism as her can survive so long as they find someone who can give their life meaning. I got a chance to see Koizumi Sensei slowly build her confidence, and even though there's no way I can make up for my past mistakes, I've still been shown a strong glimmer of hope. Perhaps if I could enter her life more deeply, there's still a chance I could help Koizumi Sensei become the person she wants to be. And I got to see Anne. I lowered my head and cried quietly. I got to meet Anne, even though, well, no, it's enough. I felt Eleanor put a hand on my shoulder. I raised my own and placed it on the back of her hand as well. And last of all, there's you. If I've been with you for the last 4 years, then I must trust you a lot. That's the kind of person I am, isn't it? Yona nodded, failing to hide a rare touch of gloom in her own expression. I'm looking forward to learning just how we got to know each other. I gave the back of Bruno's hand a pat, then I bent and stared into the water surface. As I remember all the experiences I had with my here, I reached out and touched the water with a finger. Oh, and in an instant the pool turned into a starry sky. What is that? What is this? I was correct then. I noticed it that day when I helped clean the pool. Thank you, goodbye. Wait. Grabbed me by my arm. Oh, grabbed me by my arm, pulling me back from the water. She was very strong and almost caused me to fall. Sorry. It's fine. What's up with you? I don't know, but you can just stay here. See, I'm here. I'm here. Everyone else is here too, aren't they? I can keep cooking your favorite food for you, and you can stay here and keep playing detective games, right? Don't say something like that. I took a step forward, shaking away from her, tears beginning to form in my eyes again. If I stayed here, time would slowly progress as usual. We graduate from the school and go to some city or other, and slowly grow up and grow old. And I definitely get to be with for all the time. A future like this would be absolutely wonderful, but it's not one I can choose. It's a future where I get to be happy. I bent over and cried until I couldn't breathe anymore. The dear aunt died for me, and Miho and Aya will need me to take care of them after they get old. And there's another you waiting on the outside for me to leave this place. So please don't say things like that to me. I really will lose my resolve. Alright, I won't say anymore then. Get on out of here and go do what you wanna do. Helped me up and wiped away my tears much more roughly than I did. According to you, there's under me on the outside waiting for you with her dad to take care of you. I'm sure I won't have to worry at all. As I wiped my tears, I laughed out loud and nodded. You're totally right. You're around. I'm sure there's nothing I need to worry about. I took a deep breath and should have changed a cheerful and expression to know as I could, but all it seemed to do was amaze her. But that was enough. I turned and stepped into the stars. Stars, spots of starlight appeared in the darkness, but their radiance seemed not to touch me. I raised my hand, but saw nothing. I leveled my head, but couldn't find my body. I did just an indistinguishable blackness. All around, a vast starscape corridors appeared. They were like images on a tapestry giving off no real illumination. I felt solidity under my feet. I was standing on the ground. I bent down and used my hand to feel the floor beneath me. I found that I was standing on a set of stairs. It seemed that if I followed the steps and advanced forward, that I would be able to reach my destination. I stood up and began moving without hesitation, even though I couldn't see a single thing except the vacuous starscape all around me. I was confident that the stairs weren't always there, but that they would appear wherever I stepped. Oh, that scared me for a minute. That sounds really real. My footsteps echoed, but besides that, no other sounds could be heard. I couldn't even hear the sounds of my own breathing. Just how much longer did I have to walk? I wondered, but felt no tedium because I could see the ever-shifting galaxies before me and was three stellar bodies known and unknown to me in their processions. Here, perhaps I could see the entire cosmos if I turned and headed towards one of those distant stars. Would I arrive there instead? Ran Ibuki, the voice of the notebook rose in my ear. She was warning me, reminded me not to forget the conditions that would cause me to become the mother of humanity. It's okay. I concentrated my attention to my feet and tried to run downwards. Soon I left the stars behind, high up in the sky, where they belonged. Then the sound of the revolving stars rose again. There was something approaching me, but I ignored it and kept descending. Wow, that sounds really real. Right, Ibuki, will you give control of your body to me? No worries, I handle it. Oh. Something massive appeared at my side, its head taking up nearly my entire field of vision. It had no ocular organs, but it was quite obvious that it was watching me. Why do you insist on departing? All of your most important memories, all the people for whom you care the most, are all fully gathered here. The intellectual games of which you are fond, and a life balance on the edge of danger and excitement, how can you yet remain dissatisfied? Aunt Sakura, she too is in the place. His voice was emotionless, and his head had no muscles with which it could have expressed emotion, but clearly it was in despair, and his words were that of pleading. Thank you for letting me see Aunt. Letting me comfort again the strength of my feelings. I have to leave this place and keep searching for a way to bring Aunt back, no matter what. I implore you to help me escape the path of the lost, to borrow the aid of the Mother of Mercy. Or I implore you to help me escape the path of the lost, to borrow the aid of the Mother of Humanity and help return to my homeland. I looked up at the entity's core, at the spiral galaxy contained therein, and thought that I saw that it had an expression similar to mine. Perhaps it always been trying to convey its feelings, just in a different way from what we were used to. I can no longer sustain my form. I trapped you in this location to attract the attention of the mother, or perhaps you, after you replace her, can lend me what aid you can. The mother won't bother herself with me. She has far too much time and can afford to keep waiting as long as she needs. You shouldn't put your hopes in me. I will not become the next mother. You should wait for the next beloved child. What if becoming the mother would allow the revival of Aunt Sakura? Well, that's just reversing the means and ends. What I need is not just a living Aunt Sakura, but to be able to be together with Aunt. The sun of the orange stars slowly weakened. The city continued hovering before me, but it didn't seem to want to speak again. Soon spots of starlight began appearing before me again in the darkness, but different from before. I felt like my whole body was soaked with water, as though I was under the sea, not interrupting my ability to breathe easily. Of course, it seemed as though I would arrive soon. Will you tell me your name? I have no name that your language can speak. For the mouth of the first woman I encountered, I learned of the true nature of your language. He named himself a poet of trace and sang for me, but he bestowed no name upon me. I see. I come up with a name for you. No matter what, don't forget me. If you possess the power, then please help me. I won't. I won't. I won't. Thank you for giving me the chance to meet them. So you wouldn't help him. I raised my hand, wiping aside the invisible fruit before my eyes, as a beam of dim light appeared not far away. This beam of light shone on me in truth, but its illuminance, I could see my fingers. It was real light. I could have helped but speed up and run forwards, reaching out, then frantically brushing aside the rest of the star-draped fruits. Suddenly, I could have helped but cool, as my previously free breathing suddenly became obstructed. I reflexively opened my mouth, but only felt water rushing down my throat, and realized that I was experiencing asphyxiation, no drowning. Or what is the meaning of asphyxiation? Asphyxiation, the state or process of being deprived of oxygen which can result in unconsciousness or death. Or the is deprived of oxygen. Lack of oxygen, no drowning. Oh, is that black hole? I raised my hands trying to find the surface of the water to take a breath, but all the efforts were met with failure. A struggle accompanied by only the sounds of the bubbles. Actually, this scene very beautiful. No, there was another sound. Ibuki. I reached desperately towards the sound. By then, the water in my trachea had almost reached my lungs, filling me with torment. At the same time, the starscapes that could be seen through the fruit finally began to recede from my field of vision, leaving only infinite darkness around me. Don't panic, I've got you. I realized that I cannot read with you know very long because I got tired from reading. From my wrist, I felt the firm sensation of contact and of something solid but engraved rubbing against my skin. Oh, there's the snake bracelet is Uranusai. I'm going to pull you out now. If only I can talk slowly and lowly, quietly, but it had it's loud on the mic side, but it's hard to setting the mic because uh, I was dragged by the force on my wrist forward at incredible speed. I felt the water slicing past my face. The pain on my skin at the moment made me feel as though I was being newly born. I should put USB mic on it. After that, I seemed to break through some kind of membrane. Finally, fresh oxygen appeared before me at last, forcing away the fluid prevented me from breathing. Taking a deep breath, I looked around, trying to figure out where I was. Oh, Yorona, who was clearly a few years older, was standing before me. She embraced me with joy and surprise on her face. Oh, are you okay? Oh, I want to say. Yoruno. So that's how I'm writing now. Yeah. Oh, so you lose your memories once you go inside, huh? But it was pretty fast. All the things considered, only took you 3 hours to come out. I was all but ready to pitch a tent to wait for you and everything. I looked up, the sky was dark and the stealing rains were falling as was entirely reasonable. Yurno had got a web from the rain. It seemed like her bracelet was still working properly. Every time it rained, I was worried about whether the bracelet would decide to betray us. Yurno, can you help me up? My legs a bit sore. No problem, here we go. Put me free from the space-time ache and then let go before immediately embracing me at the waist and lifting me into her lap. So how was it? You okay? I shook my head, clung to your neck, to your neck. I met you from high school while I was in there. You don't know that? She cleaned my hair with one arm. Yeah, so about the way I looked when we first met, I was still in high school back then while you already graduated. She looked around before gently giving me a pat on the back. Not seeing Sakura anywhere, no good on this one either. I clutched Arnold's back, trying to hold the case back. I saw her. She was really a lot like Anne, but she wasn't the same person. I see. Bruno pressed the back of my head to her shoulder with gently force, a way of indicating that I should relax. She never asked unnecessary questions and didn't spend a lot of words on reassuring me. It might have seemed a bit cool of her, but I knew that she could always understand how I felt. And you still managed to make the decision to leave, huh? It must have been hard. Forget this for now. Let's go back to the hotel and take a break. Then you can tell me the things you saw. I will miss this regional well. Uh, Once it ends, I know that feeling about a lot better already. I stood up straight, leaving Yuno's class. You don't know, by the way. Oh, she looks cool. You don't know, by the way. How's your little sister doing? Oh, you don't know was about to go with her parked motorcycle over, but she paused in her tracks when she heard me asking about her little sister. Were you bringing that up now? After I entered, my memories were heavily scrambled. I want to make sure that my understanding of the past is still aligned with yours. Oh, well, you have her, remember? Now she's able to see things other than myself again. Her illness has stopped worsening, and I'm sure one day she'll get better for good. That's good then. Yarno took a quick step in and leaned an arm on my shoulder. Why, you worried that I stopped hanging out with you once my little sister fully cured? As if. Relax, since I promised I'll repay you for your help, I'm sticking with you until you get Sakura back. Oh, genetic formulation. What's added? The Thanatic Moose influence has disappeared. What is that? Thanatic Moose influence? Thanatic Moose. I will side profile and the term catalog. Thanatic Moose. Let's check that. What is one? It said disappeared. The Thanatic Moose. The Thanatic Moose is a 2,100-meter long molluscoid organism currently located on the coast of the island of Tassos, with very weak life signs. 30,000 years ago, I can feel this regional well very hard to be translated because there's many unfamiliar words here. Suppose lot of many new things. Vocabulary is very wide. 20,000 years ago, it landed alongside an asteroid in the Aegean Sea, from which fell into a near-dead state until it was brought to the Azores Islands by a volcanically induced tsunami. Corner space-time eggs grow from the underside of the Thanatonic musae, and peering into their membranes reveals that their interiors resemble spiral galaxies. The Thanatonic musae can control space and time within any of these eggs, and ran Ibuki's experiences were the result of it recreating people that Ran knew of from all across in space and time within the egg that Ran occupied. Its goal was to create an ideal space that Ran would be unwilling to leave the hopes that she would eventually ascend to becoming the new mother of humanity, while still trapped within the egg, and to gain the ability to help the Thanatotic Musa return home. I don't understand most of it, but just of course I trust you. I know you always look out for me. Yorono shied back away from me as though she seen something disgusting and shrunk her shoulders in. Ibuki, your heartfelt confessions is making my skin crawl, you know that. No, just go get your bike already. Yorono laughed as she jogged towards her motorcycle. I took the opportunity to open the notebook and turn it to the page where I kept notes about useful leads on reviving the dead. Oh, so they are trying to find a way to revive Sakura Eye, to get back Sakura Eye. So this is a supernatural phenomenon they check every place. I think the Thanatonic. Let's crash the Thanatonic Museum off. Oh, so this situation is on the represent the uh Thanatonic phenomenon. So it's already checked. So the cross one means that uh he don't find the way to revive Sakura. So as well as I said that a line drew itself across the Thanatonic Musa and on its own, it was fine. There was still plenty of leads to follow up on. Lots of hope left. Just then, Yono pulled her motorbike up next to me and spoke. So where do you want to go next, Ibuki? I cleared the notebook. A few different locations appeared in my mind, but I didn't have to think long before thinking all of them. Let's go back to Japan. First, I want to visit Miho and Aya and Koizumi Sensei. Oh, Yono nodded, and after putting her helmet back on, turned the motorcycle back in the direction we came. I looked down, watching as the wheels kicked up dirt, and thought about the way that Miss Sakura and I had brushed off the mud on our shoes before entering the gymnasium just a few days ago. Miss Sakura. Supporting myself on her shoulder, I hovered on the backseat of the motorcycle and hugged her waist tight. The heat of the motorcycle engine and the warmth of Renault's back filled me with courage. I turned my head and looked back at the giant mast, which stretched the length of the coast. Compared to the size, the storms were nothing but a thin veil. The rainwater and my tail forced me to narrow my eyes, but I still wanted to get a good look of it before I departed. So I pulled up my shoulder, wiping my face on the water-resistant fabric to clear my vision. Goodbye, Indo, Sakura, and oh, so Ibuki was in there the whole time. The end. Okay, let's wait for the ending to go. Still end stream. I had a skill issue of getting tired easily from talking. Oh no. Okay. Okay then. Okay, the end. I will miss Noel. No. Okay. I recommend this novel if you like to read. This video is good. Pretty good story. Okay, so I will end the stream here. Bye bye guys. Okay, stop me.